Mom, I am saying that I cannot stay here, you take Ron with you. I will not be able to handle him, and anyway today is Christmas night. All my friends are going out to celebrate the party. I also have to go with them, Peter said angrily to his mother. Peter, I don't know anything. I told you that you will have to take care of Ron. He is only 10 years old and you are his elder brother. I assume you are 22 years old and you too must be feeling like yourself to enjoy Christmas with friends, but you have to understand that your father and I have to go to your grandmother today. She is not well. We will definitely be back home by tomorrow or the day after, Peter's mother said lovingly to Peter. After some time, Peter's parents give Peter and Ron a nice hug and leave for their grandmother's house. It was very cold outside and it was snowing beautifully. Every house was beautifully decorated, there were lights all around. Everyone was very excited about Christmas, but Peter was very sad because he could not go out to celebrate the Christmas party with his friends. Peter calls his friend Brady and says, "Dude Brady, I can't come to the party with you, you'll have to go without me." Brady said, "Peter, but what happened, is there some problem?" Peter said, "Yes, just understand, my parents had to go to my grandmother's house in case of emergency, due to which I will have to take care of my younger brother Ron." Brady said, "Oh brother. Then it is really difficult for you to come. Then it is difficult to celebrate the party, because without you what is the fun in the party?" Peter said, "You tell Jimmy, and Mary too, I'm in a bad mood, I'll talk later." And Peter disconnected the phone. Soon after, Peter's phone rings again and he picks up the phone. Brady gets on the phone again. Brady gets excited and says to Peter, "Friend Peter, you said that you and your brother are alone in the house." Peter said, "Yes, we are alone." Brady said, "And your mom and dad will come after 2 days." Peter said, "Yes, but what happened?" Brady said, "Hey, simple thing, if you can't come with us then we all come to your house to celebrate Christmas party." Peter said, "Hey, are you crazy, party at home, if mom and dad come to know then my evening is sure." Brady said, "And who will tell them?" Peter said, "Who? Yes, that's true, but my younger brother Ron can tell." Brady said, "Hey brother, he is only 10 years old, lure him with something, he will also agree and will not say anything to anyone. Now tell me, are you ready?" Peter hurriedly said, "Yes, yes, yes, I am ready, and I am going to invite Jimmy and Mary, and the rest of the preparations also have to be done, you understand right brother? Today I am going to invite Mary to my house. I will only tell what is in my heart." Peter goes to his brother Ron. Ron is writing something on paper. Peter says to Ron, "What are you writing on the paper?" Ron says, "I am writing my wishes in this, which I will give to Santa when he comes at night." Peter speaks to Ron, "Santa is not going to come like this today." Ron asks, "But why? Today is Christmas night." Peter says, "Yes, today is Christmas Eve, but today I read some news that this time Santa will come to the house of only those who celebrate Christmas party loudly in their house, so I thought that I should call my friends here and celebrate Christmas party." Ron says, "Yes, then quickly call your friends here and let's celebrate Christmas party." Peter says, "But if we celebrate a party here, Santa will come, but you will tell this to mom and dad and I will get scolded a lot, so I am thinking let it be, there will be no party." Ron speaks quickly, I won't tell for sure, you call your friends and have a party, please, 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 please." Peter smiles slightly. At 7 at night, Brady, Jimmy and Mary arrive at Peter's house. Peter brings them inside the house and makes them sit on his sofa. Ron is watching Peter's friends in fear from the next room when suddenly Mary's eyes fall on Ron. Mary says to Ron, Oh, you are so cute, your hair is exactly like Peter's, Jimmy and Brett tie look how cute it is." Mary says to Peter, "Peter, your little brother is so cute, I am very fond of him." Mart kisses Ron on the forehead and then on her cheek. Ron says to Mary, "You are also very cute." Mary then starts kissing him again. Peter brings welcome drinks for everyone and turns on music at a low volume. Everyone enjoys the drinks. Peter says, "I have ordered food for the party, it will arrive shortly." Mary says, "And I have also decided some games which we will all play together today." Brady and Jimmy ask, "What games?" Mary smiles. The first game they all play is Damasaraj, in which a player of one team, without speaking, tells his teammates through gestures the name of a movie given to him by the opposite team. Mary and Peter are on one team and Jimmy and Brady are on the opposite team. The first film is given to Peter by Brady and Jimmy, who has to tell Mary through signals. Peter tells Mary through gestures that the film has 2 words. After that, Peter does makeup and acts. Mary understands a little but cannot tell at all. Mary explains, "Do you mean makeup?" Peter refuses through gesture. Then Mary says, "She is not a girl." Peter refuses this too. Then after thinking, Mary says, "Beautiful." Peter speaks through gestures, just a little more. Then Mary says, "Beauty." Peter speaks through gestures, right, and explains that this is another word from that movie. After some more prompting, Mary finally starts shouting the name of the film and says, "American Beauty." Peter also shouts loudly and says, "Right, absolutely right." Peter and Mary then give the film to Brady and Jimmy. After Damsaraj is finished, food is delivered to his house, after which everyone eats food together and plays loud music. Everyone dances a lot together. Ron also dances with everyone with great enjoyment. Ron slowly starts falling asleep and goes to his bedroom to sleep. After that, Peter, Mary, Jimmy and Brady play the next game called Truth or Dare. The bottle stops at Jimmy at the first time and she chooses Dare, and is asked to sing a song. After that comes Brady's turn and he also dares to choose Dare. Then after that the bottle stops at Peter, but he chooses Truth. Because Peter chose Truth, Brady asked him who he liked, and if he did, tell him his name. Peter becomes completely silent and after thinking a bit says, "Yes, there is one whom I like very much." Peter slowly walks up to Mary and takes both of her hands. Seeing all this, Mary becomes a little nervous and asks, "Peter, what are you doing?" Peter speaks, "Mary, you are the one I've always liked." Mary falls silent and jerks Peter's hands away from her own. Jimmy and Brady start looking at each other's faces and the whole atmosphere becomes completely silent. After some time, Brady takes out beer from his bag and says, "Friends, what is the fun of a party without it?" Everyone drinks the beer and eats the leftovers. Peter goes to the window with a beer and looks at the sky, when suddenly Mary comes to Peter and asks, "Since when?" Peter speaks, "When do you mean?" Mary says, "Since when did you have these feelings for me?" Peter speaks, "From the beginning, ever since I saw you." Mary says, "Then why didn't you say it in the beginning itself?" Peter says, "Just like that. Didn't have the courage." Mary speaks silently, "How dare you today?" Peter says fearfully, I don't know, it just happened." Mary slowly moves closer to Peter, with a wide smile on her face, and she lightly kisses Peter on his forehead and then on his face. Before Peter could understand anything, Mary tries to kiss his lips. Peter also brings his lips closer to Mary, and slowly both kiss each other very lovingly. The full moon was visible from the window, and it was snowing much better. A strange sound comes from the window of Ron's room, and the window opens automatically, from which a hand comes out and places a gift box in Ron's room. The sound of bells was echoing in the sky all around. It was a very beautiful atmosphere.
Sweet silver bells all seem to say, throw cares away. Christmas is here, bringing good cheer to young and old. Big and the bold, ding dong, that is their song. With joyful ring, all caroling. One seems to hear words of good cheer from everywhere, filling the air. Oh, holy palm, raising the sound. Oh, hill and dance, all their tones gaily they ring, while people sing songs of good cheer. Christmas is here. Ding